Hey you guys, today we have the 2012 Emerson ceiling fan catalog. This is probably also going to be the last Emerson I record because from like 2013 onward there's either videos or PDFs or something online. After a quick search I didn't actually see one of these. I wasn't going to do this one, but I decided I was going to because I didn't see one. So anyways, here's the cover. Now this was actually the first Emerson catalog I got. It wasn't this copy, it was actually the miniature one, which is down there. But anyways, it was the first Emerson catalog I got, and then it took me ages to get a hold of one of the large copies, and then I managed to find two more in a showroom clear out, and this one's in really good shape, which is nice. So anyways, here are the new products for the year here. Obviously this was the year that they really made Blade Select fully a thing like they named it, and that also means that the premium and crown got changed this year. So there's the visual index there, and if I can turn the page, no, I think I skipped one, so I did. Anyway, so yeah, here is the little Blade Select page there, and then here's just energy information and other such things. And now we have the transitional fans here. Up first, we have the St. Croix, part of the St. Croix series, of course, as is the Corsair here, and also the Camden. I really did actually like this line. I wish it stuck around a little bit longer. I don't know whether Fanimation sued about the double fan. Well, I guess they wouldn't have, because Golf Cuz had one too. Here's the Carrera Grande Eco. And then we have the regular Carrera Grande here. I remember that when I first started really looking at Emerson, I wasn't actually the biggest fan of these Carrera fans, but they've actually really grown on me. And I really do love that subtle bit of a craftsman influence that these things have with them. And then here is the Bella, formerly known as the Carrera Bella. And then was this the year? Yeah, this was one of the years that they added more finishes to it, so there was 2 pages of selections there. And if at any point I sneeze or I sound horrible, it's because allergies are in full swing right now, and I'm literally in agony 24/7. Anyways, here we've got the Braddock. I actually really do like this fan. I think it looks really nice. And here we have the Maya Zen and the Spanish Bay, which is basically just a Monterey with a bowl light kit on it. And then here we have the regular Monterey. I have to say though, their Photoshop jobs here were just absolutely terrible. I mean, literally, like, it doesn't even look like the light kit is on the fan properly. And for a long time, that actually, I think I mentioned this before, really made me despise those light kits because I thought they were just ugly, but no, it was just the Photoshop job. Anyways, here we've got the contemporary fans. We have the Midway Eco. I've got one of the bronze ones there from a year or two before this catalog came out. Here we've got the Curva Sky and the regular Curva. I actually always quite liked these fans, and for a while I actually kind of wanted one of these in my bedroom, but I got something else instead. Here we have the Lux Eco there. One of my favorite Emersons. I just think it looks so cool. And then here we have the Velos, I believe is how you pronounce it. Something, but anyways. This fan, 46 inches, was kind of an interesting blade span for it. I do kind of like it though. It's certainly a unique design. And then here we have the Marquette. This is basically kind of just a ceiling fan with the built-in Palmer light kit down there. What's interesting is actually years later they introduced a very similar fan. I think it was in like 2017, 18. I think it was called like the Cronley or something. And it had like a similar shape. I think the bowl was slightly different, but it looked really similar to this, and that fan wasn't in the catalogs ever. I don't really know whether they just made it out of parts or what the deal with that fan was. Anyways, here we've got the Tylo or Tilo and the Loft. And here we have the High Point. And got the Atomical. I think I might have mentioned that my cousins, or I should say my aunt and uncle, actually, they have one of these in bronze out on their 3-season porch, and that thing is bad. Not like the performance and everything, but the finish actually did not hold up. Of course, I think they might be by a lake, so that could probably be one of the reasons why. Anyways, here's the origami and the tureen. I always thought these things were kind of ugly, but they're sort of growing on me. Here we have the classic fans. Up first we have the Monaco. That's actually one of my favorites too. I really like that one. And then here we have the Crown Select. And I like how, even though it's a totally new model for this year, technically, they still mentioned a new finish edition. Even though really the whole fan is technically new. Even though it's just a, you know, a rebuild off of the last one. Anyways, here we have the Cornerstone and the Zurich. And here we have the Savannah. I always quite like the Savannah, actually. And then here we have the Tommy Bahama collection. We've got the Copa Breeze and the Prado. I kind of like the Prado, actually. It's kind of a cool fan. And then we have the Bahama Breezes here. And then finally we've got the Paradise Key. And then now we have traditional fans. And we first have the Avant Eco here. And then up next we have the Premium Select. And it was also kind of obvious with some of these images that what they did was they took the old catalog images of the standard Premium, and then they kind of just like edited the blade select blades on it. You can really see it on that antique brass one there. Here we've got the Prima. And so they discontinued the Prima Deluxe, and they actually sold upgrade bundles to replace the Prima Deluxe, which I thought I might just want to mention. Here we've got the Designer. Looks kind of interesting with those leaf blades on it. Here we've got the Prima Snugger. We have the 52-inch Northwind, and then the smaller Northwind fans here, both 42 and 29. And of course, I've got one from about this time right there, that one. Here we've got the Snugger fans here, 52 and 42. And they dropped the Contemporary off of it a year or two prior just because they discontinued the traditional one. And here we've got the indoor-outdoor fans. We have the Laguna Bay, which didn't really last too long. Here we've got the Summer Haven and the Veranda, formerly known as the Carrera Veranda. Here's the Maui Bay, probably the reason why the Laguna Bay didn't really work out, because they still had this fan and it was still doing quite well for itself. Here we have the Devonshire, kind of like an outdoor version of the Zurich. And there's the Sea Breeze, kind of like an outdoor Designer. And then the Summer Night is obviously like an outdoor Northwind. And now we have the Pro Series. Here we have the standard Pro Series here. And then we have the Pro Series ES, or Energy Star. And we have the Pro Series 2. And the smaller Pro Series 2, and also the Builder Unipack there. And then the regular Builder. I wonder how these Emerson Builders were, because Emerson made a pretty solid fan, but I don't know, I've never seen one of these. And then here we have the heat fans, or the industrials, whatever you want to call them. Now we have accessories here. And here's some light kits. Got even more light kits here. I think the Baker's lamp is probably one of my favorite Emerson light kits. I really do like that design. And then here we've got a bunch of glassware. And here's the Blade Select collection. Now, most of these blade designs that you see here did previously exist, but they just made them Blade Select. And then here you can see they still had some Y52 and B52 blades for some of the fans, even though not many. And then here's the blade hole pattern guide. I believe that some of the Tommy Bahama blades use the same pattern as the Maui Bay. Here we've got controls. And then we've got the control compatibility chart there. Yeah, just installation and finishes and other such things here. And then here we've got merchandising. I have a few of these things lying around. And then finally, we have specifications. And then here's the back cover there. And then there's the side there. If it'll focus better, come on, stop being a jerk. It's not doing it. Okay. Well, thank you all so much for watching, and sorry that this video is a day late. They were doing the roof yesterday, so I couldn't record, and I forgot to record one ahead of time, so day late, better late than never, I guess. Anyways, we'll see you next time. Goodbye.